Have you ever felt like giving up? When life gets so tough that it feels like the whole world is against you, and there's just no light at the end of the tunnel. If so, today's story might just change the way you see those dark moments. In a small, peaceful village, a young farmer named Omar lived with his parents. His father, a wise and hardworking man, often told him, "Patience is the greatest virtue, my son." And his mother, gentle and loving, always reminded him, no matter what happens, never let hope die. Their life was simple, quiet, and happy, until one year, when the sky forgot how to cry. A terrible drought fell upon the land. The sun burned fiercely, cracking the earth open. Rivers that once danced through the village dried up into dusty, empty beds. Lush green fields turned brown and lifeless, and the crops shriveled away. A heavy silence of despair settled over the village. People watched their land die, their hearts growing heavy with the fear of hunger. One by one, families packed their belongings and left, believing the fight was already lost. But Omar was different. He couldn't abandon the soil his family had cared for over generations. He held on to his father's words of patience and his mother's whispers of hope. While others saw only dust and despair, Omar saw a challenge. He told himself, "If the sky won't give us water, then I will find it myself." And so, he began to dig deep into the parched earth, searching for hidden water. He researched and planted drought-resistant crops, studying new ways of farming that others had dismissed. The few villagers who remained shook their heads, whispering that he was just wasting his time. But Omar refused to let their doubts touch his heart. Every single day, under the scorching sun, he carried water to his tiny green sprouts. He treated them as if he were caring for life itself, speaking to them, encouraging them, and protecting them from the harsh elements. His unwavering belief was the only shade those fragile plants had. Days turned into weeks, and weeks bled into a long, exhausting month. The sun felt like a relentless enemy that never slept. Even Omar's parents began to worry. They admired his incredible determination, but the reality around them was brutal. Was all this effort in vain? Was hope just a beautiful dream? Still, they stood by him. His father dug beside him, their shovels striking the dry earth in a steady rhythm. His mother carried water with tired hands, her love fueling every step. Together, they guarded that small patch of green, a tiny flame of hope in the overwhelming darkness. And then, one afternoon, everything changed. A soft breeze swept through the village, carrying a scent no one had smelled in months. The sweet, earthy smell of rain. Omar looked up, his breath catching in his throat. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, dark, heavy clouds gathered in the sky. A single drop of rain fell onto his dusty cheek. He froze. Then another drop landed, and another. And suddenly, the heavens opened. Rain poured down, blessing the thirsty earth. Omar stood in the middle of his field, his face turned toward the sky, letting the cool rain wash over him. It wasn't just water, it was hope. It was strength. It was life returning. The rain continued for days. Omar's field flourished. His tiny sprouts grew into strong, healthy plants, their leaves glowing with a vibrant, living green. News of the miracle spread fast, and soon, the villagers who had fled began to return, their faces filled with disbelief. When they saw Omar's thriving crops, they felt a mix of awe and regret. While they had given up, Ayad held on. Inspired by his resilience, they returned to their own fields with renewed hope and a new sense of purpose. That year's harvest wasn't just a harvest of crops. It was a harvest of powerful lessons. As Omar and his family celebrated, their hearts overflowed with gratitude. They had survived nature's hardest test. They had faced drought, fear, and deep uncertainty, yet their hope had refused to die. Omar learned something profound. Life will always test you. It will send droughts to see if you will break. But with patience, faith, and the support of those who love you, you can find a way to grow, even in the harshest seasons of your life. So, the next time you feel like you're facing your own drought, remember Omar. Remember that even when the sky seems empty, there is water hidden deep within the earth. Keep digging, keep trying, and most importantly, keep believing. because the rain you're so desperately waiting for will come. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting stories that will light up your soul.